Morning everybody, and welcome to Monday morning. And today we've got 60 minutes easy to do, and look at this sky. There's blue, there's no rain. Today's a good day. In fact, the past week has been really good. If you've watched the episodes that I released last week, the running I did was really hitting new territories of fitness. The easy runs that we're doing, I can run much longer distance now for the same effort. This 4x10 minutes that I did, that was just a pinch me moment getting that done, with them splits being so fast. 40 minutes of quite intensive running at just over 4 minutes a kilometre is like wow. And then we had the Parkrun PB. Well, saying Parkrun PB, a course PB. Our previous PB was 19 minutes and 8 seconds, and with those shoes on that I was reviewing, and with my current fitness, I've got that down to 19 minutes and 2 seconds. But that's the running. The other good bit of news is how the channel's starting to take off, because I've got every one of you to thank for this. The videos I released have done really well. Like, really, so many more viewers, so many more likes, good discussions in the comments section. And due to there being such an increase in interest in the videos, that shared it out to a load more people. And last week there was a load more subscribers, so I've got to say thank you to each and every one of you. Everybody who watched the video, it just makes YouTube share it even more. Everybody who puts a like on it, that makes it share it even more. Everybody who subscribes, that all works towards the algorithm. And each and every one of you that's done that, I honestly can't thank you enough, because this tiny little channel that started off as friends and family, it just blows my mind how many people are actually following this running journey I'm doing. But I must introduce myself. Jumping ahead now. On a Monday, I always introduce myself. My name's Neil, and I'm 54 years old, and I'm currently enjoying my fitness improving, and I'm still at this age getting PBs, but that's not going to last. Eventually age is going to win, and regardless of how I'm training or what I'm doing, it's not going to make any difference. So this YouTube channel, the whole purpose of it is to document that journey. And at the moment I'm currently doing the Norwegian Singles Approach, which, simplified, it's 3 really easy runs a week for your aerobic base, 3 sub-threshold runs to increase your LT2 or second turn point or threshold, whatever you want to call it, and a long run. That's it, that's the plan. But it's right on the intensities that actually make a big difference to running, which means that you get amazing gains from it. And also, because you're not doing what we call hero sessions, you're not going out and thumping all out, I don't know, flat out intervals, really short, ridiculously fast, leg destroying, long burning intervals. You actually get quicker recovery times so that your running's more effective, and it's working. So if there's anybody still toying with the idea of subscribing, what's in it for you? Well, just like I said, I'll be documenting my journey to be the best runner I can until old age takes over. But you get to see all about the Norwegian Singles Approach. You get to see what I'm doing with my training, discovering what makes a difference, what doesn't make a difference. I've started doing reviews now. My first proper review was released last week, and I enjoyed doing that, to be honest. It was fun. And also with the Norwegian Singles, we do have to do an absolute VO2 max or complete full send every 4 weeks or so as part of the training schedule. And to cover that, I'm planning to bring you a race once a month. And if for whatever reason I can't bring you a race, then it's certainly going to be a time trial or an absolute full send park run. So if that sounds interesting, press that subscribe button, follow my journey. I'm going to share all the good and all the bad. If things don't go well, if I do a race or a run that is a stinker, I'm going to share it. I've got absolutely no problem whatsoever with sharing all the bad times, because this is literally documenting what I'm doing. So if you feel the urge, press that subscribe button and we'll do a lot of running together. There we go, that's 60 minutes, really super easy done. Session done, and it went really well, exactly how I wanted it. Before I set out on any run, I always think about what I'm actually trying to achieve by doing it. And one of the main things I wanted from today was to be completely recovered and ready for tomorrow's session. Because tomorrow's session's quite a toughie. It's 4 by 10 minutes sub-threshold off 90 seconds recovery. So for today's run, I made sure that I run it as easy as I possibly could. I'll put the data on the screen, and I'm also going to really make an effort to try and remember and put the miles on as well as the kilometers. So I've explained what's happening tomorrow, I've showed you the data from today. That just leaves the shoes. And after wearing the Chinese super shoes all last week, it does feel weird having something different on my feet. And today I went for the Nike Vomero Plus in my nice dark winter colourway, black. Really because I just wanted the most plushiest, softest, cushioniest run possible to prepare myself to get ready for tomorrow's session. So that's enough for now. It's Monday, I've got to get back home, I've got to get cleaned up and ready for work. So until tomorrow, I'll see you. Morning everybody, welcome to Tuesday. And Tuesday is session day, and today we've got 4 by 10 minutes sub-threshold, all off 90 seconds on the cards. I'm going to bring it back to 4:10 as a try when I've got the first 1 or 2 runs done, depending on how I feel. I'll either maintain that 4:10 or slow it down if I need to. What I won't be doing is increasing the paces back up to the 4:05. Few reasons for that. I do think that by the time I've got the 4th rep done, I'm going to be pretty much on my top limit. And also today, the first time for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'm feeling a bit of fatigue, and that's down to doing that absolute full send on Saturday. I did the park run as an absolute gloves off, no prisoners, all out PB attempt, and it's left me feeling with something that I'm not used to, and that's fatigue. With the Norwegian singles, every single run I'm bright and fresh and ready to get the job done, until I got this absolute full send done. I mean, to be honest, it is part and parcel of the Norwegian Singles Approach that we do a VO2 max session, but it's a reminder of how much more recovery is needed when you do these really tough runs. So that's enough chatting anyway. Let's go for a run. Right, enough delaying. Let's get this run done. We've got signal, the armband's connected. Here we go. Oh dear, that felt tough. That's a wake-up call on how tired legs feel after doing a hero session of VO2 max. Whew, not felt that for a long time. 2 down, that's halfway. Whew. It's tough today. It's not easy running on legs that are recovering from a hard session that I did on Saturday. Oh, it's quite unpleasant. Oh my word, 3 down. Thank goodness there's only 1 to go. That's tough today. That's a 4 done, and that was tough. Session done, and what a toughie that was, and what a reminder of what I like about the Norwegian singles. Working to specific effort levels, all with recovery in mind, has meant that for weeks now I've started every session feeling fit and ready and recovered for whatever run I were going to do. And after doing the full send on Saturday, obviously that's gone way in above sub threshold. That were an all-out max session, and it's a stark reminder of how long recovery actually takes from such an intensive session. But that's the last hard session until race day, because we're less than 4 weeks away now. March the 22nd is race day, so we've got 3 active weeks of training. The race week itself will actually be the taper week, so no more all-out hard, ridiculously hero sessions between now and race day, which hopefully will mean I start to feel some life coming back into my legs, because today was horrible. I really didn't enjoy running on my entire legs. I'm just not used to that at all. But session done. I hit targets. The first split, I'm going to put the data on the screen, and I'll do it in kilometres and miles as well, and I've said it now to remind me when I'm editing. So the target pace I was going for was about 4:10 a kilometre. Very consistent again. 4:11 a kilometre for the first one. The following 3 were all 4:10 a kilometre. I'm not sure what that is in miles, but it's going to be on screen for you to look at. So session done. Tomorrow is 60 minutes nice and easy. Before we go, we'll have a look at the shoes, and I'll tell you why I wore these shoes today. So today I had my Nike Vaporfly 2s on, and the reason why I chose these is because these have been my go-to session shoe for quite a while. They are lightweight, carbon plated, responsive, but I've just had a week of running in those leaning challenges, and while I was running in them leaning, I was thinking of shoes that they are better than. And last week I was thinking, you know what, I think these leanings are better than the Vaporflies. So I put these Vaporflies on today just as a reminder, so I can make the assumption, and yeah, it is right, the leanings are far better than these Vaporflies. Much more responsive, much more comfortable, just better all round. Every single box you can think of, they tick compared to these Vaporflies. But you would have already seen the review, because that review is going to come out before this video is. So I've probably just wasted 2 minutes here live talking about that. But enough for now. I've got to get home, I've got to get cleaned and ready for work. So until tomorrow, I'll see thee. And there we go, 60 minutes easy done. That's Wednesday's run all finished. 60 minutes nice and easy, covered a distance of 10.78 kilometers and a really low heart rate. Let's have a look at this. And heart rate average 115. So super cruisy today. Starting to feel a bit of life come back to my legs after that all-out full send I did on Saturday. It's really surprised me the difference I've noticed of fatigue. I'm really not used to it. I suppose in one way it's kind of fine-tuned me into noticing it and feeling it, because that is how I normally used to feel all the time, and I thought that were normal, and obviously it's not. So before I go, let's just go over shoes. And today I went for my Adidas Evo SLs in the silver colourway, because they are a fantastic, absolutely brilliant daily trainer, super comfortable. You can use these for anything you want. You want to walk to the shops, right to doing interval sprints, they're fantastic shoes. But that's today done. Tomorrow's back on session day. We've got 6 by 6 minutes sub threshold. So until tomorrow, I'll see thee.